Yo guys, what is happening among my 12 play games, and welcome to another episode of the City Let's Play. We're here again in the city. Look, it's just loading behind me here, and we're about to have a bunch of fun in this episode. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys read the title and you guys are excited to see what we're gonna be doing today because I'm relatively excited about it. As you guys know, we have lots of roads in the city. A road is like a crucial part of a city. It's something that every city has to have in order for cars to get around and whatnot. So that's definitely something that's very important to have. And one thing that I think a lot of people struggle with sometimes are roads, because I feel like, and even I do struggle with them, as you guys can see, they're not the best roads that you'll ever see. But I feel like, yeah, it's definitely like something, big part of the city that might be is even preventing people from making a city. I don't even know what just came out of my mouth there, but wow. Yeah. And oh wow. And Space Bro's on, by the way. I guess he's just chilling here, as he is. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is what you guys may have seen in the thumbnail. This is a like an intersection. No, not an intersection. An on and off ramp for a highway, and it's really cool. But basically, to make sense of what I said, these are like on and off ramps. There's lots of roads I had to go on, lots of different things, curves sometimes even, and it can get pretty complicated and all that. So today, I just wanted to kind of show you guys how to build one of these, and maybe talk about some other things relating to roads, and because that's sort of what we do in the City Let's Play. We go around, we talk about different things, and we build different things and kind of have some fun with it. I've actually set out over here a spot where I wanted to build basically that, but just over here, and I've already built one of them, so we can refer off of it and build the rest of them based on it. So this is the one that I built, and it's right here. It's the actual on-ramp. So if you were going, I guess, what is this, west? If you're going west and you wanted to actually go that way, then you could get onto the highway on this ramp. And if you wanted to get off of the highway and you were going west, then there will be another ramp here that would allow you to get off of the highway like so. You drive up it and you'd be up off the highway. And then on this side, if you were going east, this would be a way to get onto the highway like so. And then again, off the highway, if you were coming that way, you get right up onto these intersections. And then a little bridge that goes over, which is also already built for this section. So you know what? I think we should just get right to work here, and let's get building one of these on the other side. So right off the bat, I've just went ahead and used the fill command to fill in this area with nothing, with just air. So we can actually get working on something here. So to do this, I'm using roads that are 2 blocks wide. So the black on here is actually 2 blocks wide, and then we have a little, whatever it's called, a little divider, and then another 2 blocks. So it's like a 4-lane road. And I mean, realistically, in a Minecraft scale, you should probably be using roads that are like 3 blocks wide, probably. But I kind of went with something smaller just because I think it's a lot easier. And it looks kind of cool. I think it still looks pretty awesome. So that's why I did that. I also have these little grass things that go alongside my roads, which are, I don't know, they just add like some aesthetics and stuff. I also use streetlights, which we can get into maybe another episode. Actually, you guys can start to see them. I know that we added them in the London, not London, in the European city that we were working on last time, and we added some lights like that. So we're taking a break from that. But yeah, we got lots of cool lights like that. So I like to do that kind of stuff. And then, of course, sidewalks, you had a bunch of cool stuff like that too. But yeah, 2 block wide roads, maybe a little bit under scale. But I think they do the trick. You know what? To be honest, I like them a lot, and I think they look cool. So that's what I use for roads. The first section here of the highway, we actually had to build, like, we're going to be doing it in sections. So if I call, like, build a section, the section is just going to look like this. It's just going to be I guess, what is this? A 4x5 area with the white in between, just like this. So it's going to be 2 lanes. And as you guys can see, we're going to use these sections the entire way down to sort of build the road. And you can see they go down in increments of sections almost as they enter onto the highway. So if we go back over to this side and we use that kind of technique, we're going to have to probably get rid of these slabs, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay, so I've sort of figured out the design a little bit more here. Now I'm actually a little bit more equipped to show you guys how to do this. So we're going to build another section of road right here. And just like so, we're just going to build our little 4x4. I suppose you could use the clone command for this. It might take a little bit of extra time, but I don't know what's more efficient in this case. But yeah, the clone command would definitely work. And then we're going to go down like this. I think we're just going to do 4 and then 4. Something like that, I believe. Let me double check that over on this side. No, actually, we're going to go 4 and 2. So I'm just basing it off the old design, because the old design works very well. It looks very nice. Something like that, okay? And then you guys can obviously go ahead and replace all this with stone. Yeah, and I will also be showing you guys at the end an example of a highway that uses a on-ramp when it's not underground. You guys can see I have this one underground by 3 blocks for anybody just wondering that. Man, I really should have covered all this right at the beginning of the video, but yeah, it goes down by 3 blocks into the ground. So if you guys are wondering, that's how far down it is. I probably should have explained that right off the bat. But you know what? We're gonna go down another section again right here like so, and then we're gonna go down another section right here, and this is when we're going to start to actually kind of turn the section or curve it towards the actual highway so it can join up with it. Alright, so once you've placed this section here, we're actually going to remove all of this stone here and basically merge this into the regular highway like so. For this area here, we're gonna come right out an extra block off this section. So once you have that, then we're actually going to go in one or closer towards the on-ramp like so. I should actually make it daytime here real quick. There we go, like 3 like this. And obviously, by the way, you can use whatever blocks that you want. I'm just using these kind of blocks to show you what I do. But I use some stone slabs on the top here, black wool for the actual roads themselves. And just like that, we've got another sort of section done. These sections are going to be a little bit different because you guys can see on these ones, you have one wool block at the front and one at the back, or however you want to call that. In this one, you're actually going to have one there and then one, just like one here. But then on the next one, you guys can see they're just going to be separated by like one block. So it's kind of, it's a little bit different, okay? Because these two are going to share their end block like so. Like this is shared. On this one it would have been it has its own, and it has its own, if that makes any sense whatsoever. There's like 2 black blocks in between the white, and this one there's just 1 black block in between the white. I think that's a slightly better way of saying it, and that's because on these ones it just looks better if you have the black surrounding it instead of going, you know, right out to the edge like that. I think it just looks slightly better if you do that. It might look cool either way, but yeah, on this one I like to use just 1 block separation. Now this 3 wide pattern that we started here can actually continue its way all the way until we like merge with the highway, literally. So we're going to start that. We're going to go 3, another 3 like so, and then just continue doing that until we actually reach the highway. Now I have like a little monorail system of some sort going underneath the on-ramp. We're just going to ignore that for right now. We can actually get rid of it as we go because I can always just fix it later. So that's what we're going to be doing. But I mean, yeah, it works for that too. If you ever want to put like a subway or anything underneath it, totally works for that. Okay, there we go. So we've got this, and yeah, we're just gonna continue that out right until we merge with the highway. Okay, like so, we've got all of our things in place, all of our little intervals as we lead into the way here. I don't even know what to call them, to be honest. But yeah, we've got all those. Now the next step here is going to be to place the rest of our white wool. So the white wool is going to go along like this until we reach, I believe, this block. And let me go double check that. Yes. So until we reach that block right there. So until it lines up, this white wool lines up with that block. That's when we're going to actually, that's when we're going to stop drawing the white wool, and so it leaves complete, like, you know, open room for this lane. It doesn't interfere with this lane at all. So that's when you would merge. So you'd hop into this lane, then you'd hop onto the road. The rest of this here should all just be replaced with black wool. And the reason why we do it like this is because this leaves pretty much exactly 2 blocks. Like so, like if you can see there's 2 blocks there. I know there's maybe 3 blocks in some of these parts, but otherwise it kind of looks weird if you don't do it like that. I guess you could bring it back like that, but then again, then you get like this 1 wide thing, and then there's just 1 there. So you want 2 there on the diagonal, and then you can see we kind of have another 2 there on the diagonal. It's very hard to see with the black wool, and then it goes back up into like a 2. I don't know. It kind of just looks the best if you do it like this. Trust me. And yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys can play around with this, change some of the dimensions up a little bit depending on like your road size, your highway size, and all that stuff. And by the way, for the highway, this is like a 6-lane highway, so there's 3 lanes going each way, just slightly bigger than our 4-lane road. But yeah, it definitely looks a lot bigger with a solid yellow line going down the middle, which I think looks really cool. There's also a highway going over the other highway right here, which I think looks also pretty cool. And yeah, that's going to be our on-ramp, guys. That's an on-ramp for an underground sort of highway, or not necessarily an underground highway, but just a like a submerged highway, if you can call it that. And we're just going to go along like this, add our stone in, and then add our stone slab on top, and that will pretty much finish it up. There we go. Just like that, we've got our entire highway system in place. Now for an on-ground highway, which is what this is, let me show you what I've kind of designed for that, because it has to be a little bit different, not necessarily too much different, but this is what I came up with because there's no sort of elevation change or anything. This is what I did. I have a ramp or a bridge going over on top of the highway, just like so. It's a little bit low. It probably could have gone a block up, but I mean, if you guys have more space, if you move this back a little bit, then I'm sure you can make the bridge slightly larger and make it actually fit some vehicles in it, because 2 blocks, I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that was kind of my fault on that, but I think it's okay. These on-ramps are pretty cool. Again, they've just got like 2 sections almost going up. Again, we're not using the double black. We're just using the single black block in between because we're not going down any kind of elevation. And then they're just curving in slowly like this. They're just doing a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 pattern along the side here until they reach sort of this sort of area. I don't know. I built these quite a while ago. I don't actually remember exactly how I built them, but that's sort of just like an overhead view. If you guys are interested, just pause the video there and actually just look at the design of it if you wanted to build that for yourself. Yeah, this is just one example of it. There's plenty of different designs you could come up with though for these, and I think a lot of them are really, really cool. And you guys can see in this case just how aesthetically like pleasing this actually looks, and how it really does help with the city. It really makes it feel like a city. Like you guys can see, that looks pretty epic. Like just even if you're up here and you look down at the on-ramps and stuff, really makes it feel like a city. Obviously I've added some trees here along. I've added the grass line along the entire end and then planted trees in it, which also makes it feel pretty cool, especially down here. It looks pretty awesome. So I think that's definitely one way that you can definitely make your worlds kind of look cooler, by adding these sort of roads in. And yeah, I mean overall that's pretty much all I wanted to show you for the video. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I've got a whole bunch of road systems going, though. Definitely going to be working on some new designs. Maybe I can show you them in the future. Let's head over to Space Bro right now. I just want to see what he's up to, and then maybe we'll end the video. So he's working just down here in a new area. I'm building like a little town over here. And yeah, I've got a couple like factories going on over here. I don't know what this is doing. It's HV and this thing, I don't really know what that is. But these are just spawners. I don't know. There's some type of factory. You'll see. I believe he's working in this factory here. Yes, he is. I don't know what he's building exactly. Looks like some sort of tube. Kind of neat. Anyway, just wanted to kind of see what he was up to. Very cool. If you guys did enjoy the video, though, you guys can see I use a gravel road here. That is not acceptable. That's not to our standard. I'm in game mode 3. Why am I trying to bring up my cursor? But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video on roads, I think next video I'm gonna do on a like a currency system or something like that. That's sort of what we do here in the City Let's Play, though, for sure. It's definitely cool. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to go below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video.